Perfect.
So let's see if we have sorted everything out with the sound.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but hopefully we have.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, gotcha.
in the bottom right corner, playing for PT, it is Alpaca.
And in the upper left corner, representing Dead Pixels, it's Namchar.
And soon I will get the hang of this.
Yeah.
Doing the camera spin with a laptop keyboard. Much harder, actually.
Did
Alright.
you get the statistics?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring them up right now. You can basically see Namcha here.
This statistics?
Yeah,
As
it's
a Zerg
real
player?
solid Zerg as a Zerg player. I mean,
Yeah.
60% in Grandmaster League is, I think, pretty good.
Yeah, I mean I don't have 60% in Plat League, so...
No, I had like 54 or something in CVC, and I was really satisfied with that.
Yeah. But then we are not competing at pro level, so...
No, sadly not. Sadly not.
Not yet.
We are focusing on casting instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So both players are mirroring each other right now. Both are going for a 17 hatch. It's basically on the same percentage done. You can see that there's a 17 pool coming out of that with a 17 gas. So it's a 17 gas 17 pool, basically. So no real differences here right now, and there won't be any pushes for a little while long at least.
Yeah, exactly. Safety links and then probably going for some more macro play, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Or well, it doesn't have to be macro play. It all depends on how the players want to do this. If they want to go for roaches or baneling, if they want to go for mutas, we'll see eventually.
Yeah.
In just a couple of seconds, we'll see what the players want to focus on.
I mean, if we look at Alpaca's perspective, I mean, I would assume that Namchar is the favorite in this matchup.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, would you like the game to be prolonged into late or mid game, or would you like to try some cheesy stuff in the early, or what do you do against an opponent like Namchar?
I don't think that you want to go for late game. Well, you don't want to go for late game because you know that your opponent has the better mechanics, the better macro, and eventually he will get ahead. Especially in a mirror matchup, because that's the differences between the players. Basically, there's no differences in the race choice here.
No, exactly.
So I mean, but he could go for a macro into play if he could do some damage. But I'm not sure that Alpaca will be able to do that, but we'll see. We'll see.
You can also see here that he actually scouted out the third base of Namchar. He knows everything that's going on here now in the main, but I don't know about this. I mean, Alpaca is quite far behind with this third base.
Yeah.
And now he's basically doing what you said he shouldn't do, maybe going for this macro. And we can see that Namchar now has started his Roach Warren, Evolution Chamber going down for Alpaca instead. So maybe he will try some drop play, but...
Not really sure why he's going for the Evo first, but at the same time he can go for the Evo and start the ranged upgrade if he wants to go for Roaches, for example, and then get some Roaches out. Yeah, I don't like that if he's going to focus on this, we can see that he actually traps out his servants that needs to get out there and help.
And this is quite fatal against an opponent like Namchar. I mean, he lost 8 drones there.
Exactly.
And he has a later third hatchery also, so he'll be quite far behind actually economy-wise. And I mean, he hasn't even started his any Roach Warren. He just started his lair. I think. Oh no, he just started his lair exactly.
And we can see now that Alpaca is overcommitting to servings right now. I don't think that he wanted to push, but he overreacted to the poke that Namsha did there, and has a bunch of Zerglings right now, and he has to do damage to this because he's really far behind in terms of macro, in terms of bases, tech.
But here comes the roaches, so I mean...
Yeah, I mean these roaches will manage to clean up this easily.
Some really good position there with the queen from Namsha as well, protecting it against the Zerglings, so he didn't lose anything actually. Not the queen and not the hatch, so...
Yeah, I liked how Namsha played this. He was calm and he dealt with it perfectly. And so I think Alpaca is playing a bit too much on reactions. Yeah, he's falling behind, and this is... It will basically be downhill from here on out, as long as Namsha doesn't do any major mistakes.
Yeah. He will probably get the queen, maybe some drones, but I mean he loses all his queens and the links, and now we can see the spire going down very late. I mean, one ling left there actually, killing some drones.
Going to get some kills here as long as Namsha doesn't deal with it. But there's the drone surround.
Yeah, but I mean we can see a similar here. I mean I think Jonathan actually played it better than Alpaca is doing right now. But also Solo was a bit more aggressive with the roaches, so I don't really know why Namsha isn't attacking at the moment.
He wants roach speed, because right now what Namsha is afraid of is that he will move past all the Zerglings with his roaches, and then the Zerglings just run right into his base.
Oh, yeah.
And it takes a while for the roaches to chase the Zerglings basically.
Yeah.
So roach speed will help with that immensely. Alpaca is going for Spire, is almost complete now, but I mean, he doesn't have that great of an economy to back this up actually. This choice is really weird. I mean he's not even mining gas from all his expansions, which he really needs to do if he wants mutas. I mean he has saved a bunch of gas already, but 7 mutas right now. I don't think that's enough actually.
We can see the spores going down here immediately, queuing up some extra queen here as well. Hydra down here going down as well. So, I mean, Alpaca will basically need a really huge muta ball to be able to do something at all, I think.
Yeah, definitely. You can see that Alpaca has some Zerglings over here, he has some Zerglings over here. He wants to do some kind of multi-pronged attack eventually.
Yeah.
See that Alpaca is actually moving in with his mutas right now. And we'll need 2 queens, which is scary enough. But they don't have any transfuse actually.
Yeah, actually loses 1 queen there.
Yeah, but here's the spore problem, and
so
that one is really scary for a muta player to see.
And he actually loses 2 mutas there, but I mean he gets 2 queens in return, but
still not worth it. I mean,
he loses a lot of gas there.
Exactly. Compared to Queen,
I really like this from Namsha. He's actually going for the burrow here, and we'll try to sneak through here, just keeping the attention here at his base. I mean, he still has some roaches here to actually maybe not make Alpaca think that some roaches actually sneak by.
Yeah, this is looking really good right now. I mean, Namsha he's already actually rallying his roaches to different expansions, and he'll just wait for popping them up. And yeah, there's the pop. And he starts to work on the mineral
queen
lines.
there, and now he will lose drones here.
And we basically on the other side we can see that Alpaca loses all his mutas over here. And yeah, that is probably GG.
Yeah, probably.
Namsha even has some roaches left. I mean,
he's still in the main base here, so
yeah, I mean that mineral line is dead. This mineral line will survive a bit longer. I mean these spine cores are scary.
Yeah, but it's oversaturated right now, and I mean he's mining at 2 bases, and maybe he's even losing his lair if Alpaca won't do anything here.
Yeah,
yeah, some really sneaky play there from Namsha.
Yeah, really. I think Alpaca actually waited for a GG there from Namsha before he left, but he actually didn't give a GG. I'm not really sure if Namsha didn't get time to write the GG, or if there's some drama over here.
Maybe.
Probably not. But, oh yeah, well, a good try by Alpaca, but our beloved Swede moves on, and Scandinavian hope is still alive on all fronts.
Most definitely.
Right, so a quick break while we get our next player in the game.
Yeah, sounds legit. See you soon.
See you soon.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, that'll make you faint on sight. But she looks like trouble. Her lips so kissable and poisonous. I know she won't be good for me. But I don't care, 'cause I know it's so rare for a guy like me to get a chance with a girl like her. And I won't waste that chance. 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 Waste that
Viking TV, back in the house, stuff like that. Did you start something?
No. Oh shit.
I think so.
Yeah, I should probably hide the little rabbit
Hey,
thingy.
you can be ready with that, so I can present him first, and then you. And then
No, but I can do that. I can tab out and click that. I'm good. Right, go.
Okay, where are you? Here you are.
Alright, so in the bottom left corner, representing nothing, his name is Guest.
Guest. And in the upper right corner, representing Denmark, it's Lillekanin.
Yeah, and still some troubles utilizing this laptop keyboard.
Why does he have the is imba but RB Pro in the name?
Well, you tell me.
Yeah. So
That is strange.
his Terrans are currently representing is imba, but Lillekanin is representing RB Pro. So
Alright, well,
all right,
sounds legit.
legit.
Legit. Okay, so we now have what exactly?
We have a TVT matchup here.
Yeah.
And
So-
okay, let's make a prediction here. What do you think Gast will build?
You'll go for marine tanks.
Okay,
Marine medanks.
Marine Medanks.
Yeah.
So okay, and I think that Lillekanin will go for Hellions, and then he will switch them out to Hellbats with blue flame and just wreck it all.
Alright, we can now hear the difference in understanding StarCraft here. We have one that goes for something that sounds kind of legit, and then we have the blue flame.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
It could work. I mean, Hellbat Drop is really efficient at roasting workers.
Yeah.
It really is.
Whoa, Hellbat.
Da-na-na. Right, so, what will we see here? We can see both players are going for a CC, a pretty early CC. Nothing out of the ordinary by that, though.
Factory.
We can see a factory. We can see a reactor already here with 2 marines for gas. Same time, we have a reactory with 2 marines for Lillekanin. So yeah, they're
2 factories going out. Okay, my hope is still alive.
2 factories. Yeah.
I mean, 1 for each player. Second gas for Gast here. No gas yet for Lillekanin, I guess. Oh no, he already has to. Yeah, he already has. Ah, but no. He started basically when I said it.
Yeah, you should pay attention to the production tab. You can see it.
Yeah, but I watched the production tab, then I looked away, I looked at you, I said, okay, so no gas, oh, and then I looked at the minimap, yes, gas. So he started it in a couple of seconds, yeah, the stats there.
Yeah, we can see the stats. Great stats, by the way, from Lillekanin. I mean,
Yeah.
he is not that
51%.
legit versus Terran, though.
Oh. So this favors Gast a bit.
Precisely.
And we can see one more one opening for both players here. Hellbats.
Do you think we'll see Hellbats?
If I believe in it
It will
enough.
it will come true, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, first tanks coming out for Lillekanin. Nothing strange with that. What will we see from Gast?
I believe the
He's going
Hellbats
for
can
Widow.
fly.
Whoa. Is he going for a drop?
Probably.
He's probably going. Yeah, he has a lot of marines. He's going for marine mine drop. I wonder if he'll manage to get anything from this. Ah, this is gonna get exciting.
Viking going out for Lillekanin.
Yeah, we do like Vikings.
True that. And now he actually scans the mine here. So I wonder. Yeah, you can see he places his tank quite far back here actually in the mineral line, and I assume this Viking will probably go out and cover the left or right flank here.
Yeah,
Maybe.
precisely. He is going to try and have this tank for the mines, and the Viking to just deny any drops
Yeah.
in his vicinity, basically.
We can see the Cyclone going out for Ghast actually in his base, and the two more Vikings actually going out. But I mean the Vikings here, they are. He hasn't placed them in the correct spot, and oh, that tank is not siege yet. It has some Marines to back it up here.
Yeah, and I mean the thing about dropping is that you want to drop when there's no army there, because if you don't, then you will always be at a disadvantage because you don't have all of your drop on the ground when your opponent attacks. I do like that he dropped his mine before leaving,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure that Lillekanin actually saw this.
No, I don't think so actually. And I mean, we can see the third CC almost finished here for Ghast as well, so he's going for the XP quite early.
Yep.
Maybe that's why he also built the Cyclone to protect, have this, that range protection basically.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if we get anything from this tank drop.
There's a good micro here from Lillekanin, and Ghast is actually floating quite a lot. He has 1300 minerals.
We can see now the Viking battle, and this Cyclone goes down, and one Viking goes down as well. So
this
yeah,
is bad for Ghast here because I mean he can't really do anything against this Viking, so he will lose all his medivacs.
and in a TVT where you have the tanks,
Yeah, but here comes the two Vikings though. But I mean, he's
he has 3 Vikings here right now.
Yeah.
And if there's anything we learned from the Second World War, it is that having air superiority is the way to go. And seeing as these are 2 human races that are fighting, the same applies to this matchup basically.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know here because Ghast still has like he has 1800 minerals.
Yeah, that is true.
Maybe he should have been a bit faster on building those production buildings.
Not sure. I just think that Ghast devoted too much of his attention to the drop and never got back after that. Basically, when it comes to macro,
No, exactly.
he should have built production facilities when he pushed out with that drop, but he never did, and he's still basically on the same production. He is adding some production now, but this is too late. And I mean, having tanks on your doorstep like this is a sure recipe for failure.
Yeah.
And yeah, we are now basically just waiting for Lillekanin to move in and yeah, do the killing.
He actually
blow.
loses the CC here as well, so I mean, now he's really pushed back here. Can't really do that much. We can see Liberator coming out, some Hellions.
Wow. The speed from Hellions might work in order to tank some tank shots, I guess.
And he's basically just containing Ghast here right now. Keeping it pushed far back. Ghast is trying to put up some perimeter here with the tanks.
Yeah.
The Viking still just holds the perimeter here in the air superiority, as you said.
Yeah, and it's basically everything right now. I mean, without it, or well, with it, you are denying any medank drops. You can't really micro your tanks.
Yeah.
Because your medivacs will just get shut down. So, yeah.
Third base here going down for Lillekanin as well, I guess.
Yeah, I think Lillekanin is in really comfortable position right now, and he will just chill for a bit now.
And
Make
yeah,
his tanks
Liberator.
Yeah, and the tanks will start to die, and Ghast leaves. I guess he might have been a bit
Frustrated
there, yeah.
Maybe he wasn't really pleased with his play actually. We saw him float a lot this game, and maybe didn't really get everything to work as he wanted it to.
No,
But,
exactly.
still solid play from Lillekanin, who advances to the next round. So we will come back shortly with the next matchup.
We will.
See you soon.
Stay tuned.
we are back
Yeah.
with some Scandinavian action here.
Precisely, and this time it's Solo versus Lillekanin.
Help!
Yeah?
I can tell out. Now,
Oh yeah.
I wanted to shut this down. So, now. Solo versus Lillekanin, yeah, exactly. And we will start up here in the upper right corner. We don't really know who is representing at the moment, if it's Imba or RBV Pro, but it's Lillekanin.
Precisely, and at the moment we can see his stats here. We can see that he is pretty solid against Zerg. He's pretty solid against Zerg.
Absolutely. And I mean, we saw him TVT last matchup, pretty solid there as well. So, I mean, he's a good player, one of the best in Denmark, I would say.
Yeah, together with Bunny, basically.
Yeah. So, give me the cue and I will present.
Go.
Yeah, and here down in the bottom right corner, representing Root, it's Solo.
Oh yeah, we can see 2 hatch. I mean, basically he's going for 17 hatch directly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like this. I like this decision. It's a map with a pretty long rush distance, and Solo is up against Terran. So expanding one time isn't that risky.
No, exactly.
Basically. So yeah, I like this. We can see that over on Solo and his statistics, we can see that he is pretty solid against Terran. 56% is pretty nice.
So it will be an interesting matchup. I mean, Lillekanin had a bit better against Zerg. You got 58, right?
Yeah.
So it's 58 versus 56, but I mean, they're playing in the Grandmaster League, so.
Yeah. You're bound to get a bit more even statistics there.
Yeah.
Once you get there, as long as you're not in the top 5 or something. I think Snute has pretty
Solid
solid
stats.
record. Yeah. Yeah, we can see that Solo is still just macroing away. Basically, at the same time, Lillekanin is doing the same thing. He's getting an orbital. He has 2 gas. We'll probably see some utilizing of that gas eventually. Right now, we haven't really seen any gas units.
No, exactly. So he's basically setting up for something.
Yeah.
However, in a T versus T matchup, I would say that Hellions might be quite legit.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm thinking right now with this reactor add-on to the barracks, it is that we will see some Hellion push.
Yeah. We actually see a really fast Roach Warren here from Solo, so maybe he's anticipating a Hellion attack, so he will get the Roaches really fast to be able to defend against Hellions. I mean, as most of you guys know, Lings aren't that effective actually.
No, in the beginning, when you have a lot of lanes and the Hellions aren't that many, you can get away with having links. But as time moves on, and as soon as those Hellions morph into Hellbats, you are in for a real barbecue, basically.
Yeah. But quite interesting, we see 2 starports actually going down here. Which is Stargate? I always mix them up.
It's a Stargate.
Starport for Protoss. That's why I mix them up all the time. 2 Stargates. Starports.
It's Starport for Terran.
Okay,
and Stargate. Yeah, you Wargate, for example.
Yeah, okay.
Gate.
Stargate, Gateway, Starport.
Port.
Yeah, we can see the Hellions here. Also Banshee actually going out for Lillekanin.
Yeah.
And the cloak here as well. So as you said, he's really utilizing that gas that he built earlier.
Precisely, and I like that decision. This push will really do some damage here. These Hellions can't really defend against Roaches.
No, I mean, he has a bunker here, but lately that bunker only has 1 Marine.
Yeah,
you can see here the Lings actually pushing in. Maybe he will be able to do some damage here actually to the mineral line of Lillekanin.
Yeah.
And Lillekanin actually has to back off here, but there are a lot of Roaches left here and also a lot of Lings. So, I mean, if he breaches this, he might actually do some real damage here to Lillekanin. You see some solid push here from Solo actually.
Yeah, I mean, this is game. I think this is game.
Yeah, I mean, actually breached here into the main base is destroying here the tech of Lillekanin, and now we're starting to go off here at the minerals.
Yeah, at the same time, we do see that there's a third Banshee coming out in just a couple of seconds. Oh, he doesn't get that supply depot up actually.
And I mean, Lillekanin right now is down to 17 workers.
Yeah,
and he's starting to lose more of them, but the Banshees here are doing some real damage as well. But I mean, he's down to 13 workers, so he lost 29 workers in that push.
Yeah, but as we know, when a Zerg commits to a push like this, he's not building any workers either. So yeah, Solo is ahead in workers right now, but he committed a whole lot to that push.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at the same time, he didn't really utilize all his resources. He was starting to bank up a bit, and we can see now that he is droning up behind this.
Yeah.
But, you know, we have the OP mules, and they will help Lillekanin in getting some resources back now.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I like this Banshee play. The Banshees is going to make some real addition to his defenses, and he will be able to actually push with them as well. But Solo is ready for this. I mean, he's already
the
done
Hydra is also Hydrogen is also down now, so.
Oh yeah, and there's actually a Spire coming down, and I like this choice as well. I mean, Banshees can't shoot up.
Did I saw wrong, or did he did put down Hydra then, right?
No, I don't see a high.
Maybe he cancelled it, because I'm almost certain that he had it put down.
It could be. It could be. It definitely can be. You won't see it on the stream though.
Maybe he cancelled it and started on Spire instead.
Yeah, but I like the choice of going for Spire. As it will really work out.
Actually, so I mean, Solo is ready for this as well, but he actually loses one queen there, and he should replace his. He should replace his. What are they called? The there. Scorpion is a bit more offensive, maybe to the sides.
Yeah, he wants to just guard his mineral line, and basically they are guarding it pretty well. What Lillekanin did there, which was really nice, was that he sniped the only queen that had energy enough to be able to transfuse.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean now there's 3 queens here. They've used their transfuses, and right now they can't really heal each other.
No.
And there's a lot of Banshees here now. And, I mean, these Banshees are really good at killing things on the ground. I mean, these drones will melt. These queens will soon not be able to defend against this. But here's the mutas finally.
Yeah. So, but also Lillekanin has actually started producing liberators here. So he loses all his Banshees here. But I mean, if he can get some good hits with his liberators, he will probably be able to defend this.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we can see here the stack up here, but he's able to actually get the liberators, and that's really good here for Solo. So he will try to do some damage here to the tech again here of Lillekanin.
Yeah, and it's a hard position for Lillekanin right now because he needs those liberators, but they are not getting. There's one getting out now, but it will die pretty fast.
Yeah.
He's just gonna try and run away with it.
And he actually managed to save it,
that.
so that's really good buying. Let's see if, I mean, he is able to produce one liberator at a time, but at the same time Solo is just producing a lot of mutas here also. So I mean, if Solo managed to actually get the muta count up here, it would be really hard for Lillekanin to actually do something.
Exactly. We can see the problems with the mutas is that they don't really do that much damage to buildings at the start, unless you get a whole lot of them. So it takes so long for Solo to actually bring these stopwatch down. And yeah, I mean, he's committed a whole lot of time to try and kill them.
But at the same time, he's also macroing behind it, so I mean, he has his third base going up. That's a Banshee here though from Lillekanin, so
20 kills, is that drones?
He has lost 33 workers.
Yeah.
What had the 20 kills? It was a Muta or?
No, it was a Banshee. Banshee had 20 kills.
Yeah, I think he has. No, it's probably Lynx.
Yeah, it could have been from back when he was defending with his
Back in
Banshees.
the days.
Exactly. Solo is trying to poke holes in the defense right now, and he has a lone turret here that goes down. Lillekanin actually doesn't matter.
Yeah, now it's really hard here for Lillekanin to actually. He will lose a lot of workers here. He has 2 mines here going down though, and let's see here. But he wants the Lynx as well. Just pushing straight through here.
Exactly. And
the mines here.
Mines hit. And there's a GG.
Yeah.
Lillekanin had a hard time.
Yeah,
Actually managed
was
to
struggling
stay
there from the first push, but I still think he did best what he could do actually from that position. He was actually doing quite a lot of damage with those Banshees, but basically he lost too much there.
Yeah.
After the first push, he lost like 27 workers or something, and it's really hard to recover from that, even though you have the mules.
Exactly. No, and at the same time there was some minor things that he could have done to be able to defend better, but it was real uphill battle basically from the start. As soon as Solo went in with that push, it started looking grim for Lillekanin, and he did put up a good fight, and at times it looked like he might actually get back into the game, but yeah. Solo played well, and congratulations, he moves on, and that means that
he might face Namshar if Namshar beats Soul.
Yeah, and
but he didn't. Soul actually won against Namshar, so
well, it's, at least we have a Norwegian left right now. Was that our final Danish player, Lillekanin? He was.
Yeah, it seems like, and Mana versus Nerchio here. Yeah.
Right, so basically we only have Snute and Solo left now.
Yeah, exactly. We have some really good matches actually going on. Bly versus Cass, Mana versus Nerchio. We have Strange versus Beastie QT.
Alright, so we have some
Snute versus Uthermal.
Some really good players left in the tournament. Really fun to see that there's so many high-level Europeans that plays this weekly actually.
Yeah, and I mean Namshar won against Snute last week. In the was it the Sunday finals? I think he won in the finals.
Wasn't that the monthly?
Yeah, maybe it was. No, Snute won the monthly.
It was that?
Yeah, but Namshar won against Snute in the weekly final.
Alright.
So in the finals with 3-2, I guess.
Oh, but anywho, we should probably try and get into our next game. Are we going for a quick break while we try and do that?
Yeah, we'll have a quick break, so see you soon.
Yeah.
There ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show 'em who's in charge. Call me a shooting star. Even get to bronze. I said I'm moving too far. Get to bronze. a shooting star. Got more than a couple of people going mad, I swear they're rooting hard. Tell them I'd be big in the game like she went and got them breast implants. I said I'm moving too fast, didn't even get to glance. I'm ready to eat up track like I'm seated in a restaurant. If you had swag like mine, you know it's best to flaunt. We aren't hating because you aren't shining like it's neon, rock like kings of Leon. Shooting stars across the galaxy, I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, them amateurs have to leave. Shooting stars across the galaxy, I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, them amateurs have to leave. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting shots. Shooting stars. Didn't even get to cross. I'm moving too far. Get to glass.
We could be holding up our light. We could be fighting for what's right. Or we could be falling to pieces. Under the bridge of fire burns, somewhere the pages start to turn, and somebody whispers, I need this. I will do anything just to make you see. Don't apologize for what's in your dreams. Maybe this time will be different. It's only us. It's only us. It's only us There is a beacon in the night, found in
example of our life, showing us visions of the future. So many faces left to find down in the caverns of our mind. Need you to follow me deeper. I will do anything just to make you see. Don't apologize for what's in your dreams. Maybe this time will be different. It's only us. It's only us. It's only us walking out on us? Oh, or am I losing touch? Too many games, now all our chips are lost. Oh, luck was not enough. I opened my eyes. Tonight I feel like waking to life. Tonight I feel like waking up. Tonight I feel like waking up.
Viking TV in the house with some Snute versus Revolver action.
Precisely. And this will be really, really fun to see.
Yeah,
Will Snute prevail?
against Mother Russia.
Hopefully he does.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, so in the bottom right position, playing as Zerg for Mother Russia, it is Revolver. There we go. Yeah.
And in the upper left corner, representing Liquid and Norway, it's Snute.
Precisely.
With some crazy ass statistics, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we talked about, what was it, Lillekanin's statistics earlier.
Yeah, with
And
50.
I mean, here we can see a top Grandmaster player. I mean, 70% straight through the entire game. I mean, against both Terran, Zerg and Protoss.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty impressive. Well, we can see in his chat, Sergolath said that he remembered solo winning against Snute.
Yeah, exactly.
A couple of weeks ago. We'll see if maybe we'll see that eventually today as well. I'm really hoping that Solo will win his game. And
But
yeah, so
I mean, Soul is a good player, so we will see. But Solo has been doing some really good work in this tournament so far. So
most definitely. We can see Snute is going for... By the way, this is Frozen Temple. Short rush distance, Zerg that is going for 17 pool can really do damage with this. And we can see that Snute is going for that. At the same time we see Revolver, he's going for 17 hatch. It's almost done. And yeah, I do think that Snute will be able to do some real damage here. Revolver isn't really prepared for this. You can see that he's building his Zerglings now, and those are safety Zerglings.
yeah, and he will have some trouble now, I guess. We'll see if he's
Yeah,
able to.
you see that Snute is starting to make some damage to this hatchery, and yeah, Revolver needs to get his lings here right now. They're gonna come running down.
But at the same time, I mean, he doesn't have enough links right now.
No, I think he's waiting for that queen to pop up. 'Cause
And
as soon
the
as-
bailing nest is also finished now. For Snute.
yeah.
And this will be tough then for Revolver.
Most definitely. I mean, Revolver has gone for a bit more of a macro-oriented play. Snute is going for a straight push here. He's not droning at all. He wants to finish this game right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is a short rush distance map. Damn it, Revolver, you need to be prepared for this. Oh, and the bailing connects, and yeah, that's basically game. Those bailings connected really well against all the Zerglings. And yeah,
no,
there's
it's game.
both the queen, and yeah, that's game.
Probably. I mean, to 98%, I would say that's game.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't bring in any weird Russian super tactics here.
Yeah.
I do think that this is GG. And yeah, Snute takes game number 1 against Revolver.
Yeah. Really.
Solid play.
Absolutely. And I mean, Revolver was not expecting that at all, I think. At least not that very fast bailing nest as well. Because he was basically too slow regarding that.
Exactly. And yeah, we are now going to move into game number 2. We are ready to go. And you just look. Yeah, don't put that in sofa. I guess. Yeah, I'm sorry for that, guys. We have a pizza. Just got delivered here for Hofferino. And yeah, he's really happy about that, so we had to talk a bit about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so we are going into game number 2. We already know the statistics, and we already know about the players. So we'll just do a quick presentation here. Revolver in the bottom left position as purple. He's playing a Zerg. In the top left position we have Snute playing a Zerg in red color.
Yeah.
Right, game number 2. What will we see here, Hopperina?
This is quite interesting because, I mean, if we look here, Revolver has actually started to build an Overlord instead of going for the pool.
Yeah, so he wants to go for 17 pool or 17 hatch, while Snute goes for 13 gas,
Again.
13 pool.
But I mean, now, I mean, is it that he won't expect that Snute actually might push again, like he did the last game?
Because I think that's the point from Snute. What I don't really like this strategy, because he doesn't know where Revolver is right now. He will just now see it, and he gets a bit lucky here.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
the spawn is as close as it can get, basically.
Yeah.
Because if it would have been a diagonal spawn, it would have taken forever for his Sergeants to get there. Yeah, but I mean, Snute is really committed to this. He's building Sergeants right now.
Yeah, so he's basically doing the exact same tactic. I don't know. I mean, this map is basically designed very similar to Frozen Temple. If we look at where the base is placed and where the second base is placed.
Yeah, but the only difference is that here you don't have a short rush distance. We can see now that the Sergeants takes forever to get down here, and Revolver should be able to defend here.
But I wonder here if Revolver actually, or if Snute actually has set up Revolver for this, because now we can see he's actually going for the second base, and he's pushing out some links here, and which maybe forces Revolver to go for this Baning Nest, but in fact Snute will probably go for Roach Warren.
Yeah, what Snute is doing is some mind games here, I think. He's getting Revolver to basically entirely focus on building links.
Yeah.
But we can see that, I mean, Snute is still committed to this. He's adding a bunch of Sergeants to this push. So he wants to just continue to push behind this second base, behind this natural.
Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, but he doesn't have any Baning Nest while Revolver actually has the Baning Nest, so...
Yeah, I mean, Revolver is a lot more prepared this time. And I have to say that a lot of it comes down to the rush distance being... Revolver had a lot more time to react to this.
Yeah,
and
but now Snute is actually pushing in here with his links. He's able to maybe pick some drones up here, but the Baning there is quite annoying for Snute.
But he actually manages to... Oh my god, he's getting in there! But he decides not to, alright. Yeah, there's not a lot of links left now.
Now we can see that Snute is actually starting to drone here as well, so maybe just try to delay Revolver here a bit.
Yeah, I think so. Look at what Revolver is doing now. He is committed to actually push now, because he's building lots of more Zerglings.
Yeah.
He does stay with them at this base. I don't really like this.
But he doesn't have
actually.
speed yet, so his speed is finishing right now.
And he's gonna move out now. Yeah, that is true. You see that Revolver puts his spine cold down in the natural. I like that choice. I really do like that Revolver push out now.
Yeah.
Because he has to do damage. And at the same time, I think that he can do damage as well. So, I mean, this is a good push from him.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here if he's able to actually do some damage, but I mean, it's a good defend here from Snute as well.
Yeah, the concave from the service doesn't really reach the queens. And there's a GG. Revolver takes game number 2. I like the way Revolver played this. I think that
Snute might
for this sort of all-in isn't really preferred on a map that has these kinds of distances, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, it feels like Snute didn't really execute his build like the first game as well.
I think it was a bit. He wasn't really sure if he wanted to go for a push or not.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I'm a bit surprised that he actually didn't manage to do more damage. I have to say.
I mean, it feels like he had the push going, but then he never put down the Baning Nest.
No, and that's also a thing. Why didn't he get a baby nest?
No, and I mean when he actually finished the push, then Revolver actually had a banging nest, and Snute hadn't even started a banging nest yet. So when Revolver came to Snute's base, he didn't have the banging nest, while Revolver actually had it. So
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so in the top right position, Snute is playing as Zerg. He's in red color. In the bottom left position, in the purple color, we have Revolver. And we can see that Mother Lekos is joining us for this cast. So hello to all the Spanish viewers. Hola, amigos. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Trying to be friendly to the European casters. Always a good idea. Alright, so what will we see here? We see that Revolver is actually going for a quick pull this time.
Yeah, so
Mind games.
This is so weird because they are basically doing different every game.
Yeah, I mean, what we're seeing here is basically the opposite of what we've seen the last two games.
But I actually think that this map is more suited for going for the hatch first, since you only have the ramp to protect here. While, I mean, you can protect the second base inside and block off the ramp with the queens, for example.
Exactly, and this is a whole lot more of a macro-oriented map, I have to say.
What is Revolver doing right now? He's going out with 4 drones.
He's going for an all-in. He is going for an all-in here. And
This
Snute is not prepared for this. He will just now see it.
This is so sick, actually.
Yeah, I like this. All the mind games, and Snute is in a really bad position. He might actually lose now. He
Yeah.
might get eliminated. It all depends on what kind of sick micro skills Snute can put up here. But yeah, wow, Pool actually finishes right now. So I mean, he could get some spine crawls down. Yeah, he just now adds a second spine crawler.
Yeah, but this fight will give him some time as well. And here comes the drones as well. I mean, this is...
Yeah, this is looking really grim for Snute. Really grim for Snute. Yeah, his drones are basically trapped in here.
But I think that's on purpose because you don't want to buy yourself some time here.
Exactly, it's just that they are trapped in there and there's a lot of drones trying to kill them off. And
Yeah, Queen out, and now we can see that he actually loses that spine crawler. And actually, I would say that this might look quite good for Snute actually.
oh my god, the spine crawler actually finishes. Yeah, this is looking a lot better now for Snute.
Yeah, and I mean, Revolver is actually down on the drones here now. And I mean, he can't build anything more.
No.
He has no workers actually mining, and now he tries to go back. But Snute has 2 bases now.
Yeah, but at the same time, Snute only had 7 workers. He's just now trying to add some more workers back to the mix. So I mean, both players are on the same worker count. It's just that Revolver has half his mineral line
Outside.
half his worker line, basically moving on in the middle of the map right now.
Yeah.
I think Revolver might be better off just trying to snipe with that natural, because he won't really get in here.
No, and I mean, sure he can. Now his main mineral line is coming back here to the base, and I mean, Snute is ahead because he got that hatchery up, second hatchery. But at the same time, he's a bit contained here by the lings until he has enough lings. So
You know, but it's not really ahead, because he can't really saturate that base yet. It's just that he gets more lava out. And
Yeah.
since none of the players have a queen, it does help with being able to produce more servings.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Revolver might have a queen over here. No, he actually hasn't added on a queen yet.
No, and now we can see Revolver going for that second base, but now Snute is just going to drone up.
Yeah.
Like a madman.
Excellent play by Snute.
Yeah.
I was a bit too quick there with calling a GG. I really didn't think that Snute would be able to defend that. But yeah, great play moving his workers into that little canvas in the middle of the mineral line. and he managed to save a bunch of throws by doing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, really solid play. And the question now is, which play is actually ahead? I mean, Snute is ahead on worker count.
Yeah, and he also has the second base up, so he will get more minerals.
Yeah, we're starting to see that for real now. Yeah.
And I mean, he also has a gas up that he has. I mean, he has saturated his main base now with the only gas he has up, so he will be able to get up roaches, for example, if he wants to, or a baby nest, or whatever he decides. So, and I mean, Revolver hasn't even started on building a gas yet. So, and his second base is finishing in about 10 seconds. So, he's actually going for the third here, and this is. For me, this is basically a gamble.
Yeah.
I mean, he has to get the economy up and going, but if Snute decides to play aggressive now, he is basically doomed, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. Snute should just try and continue to macro behind this. Just take advantage of this macro lead that he already has.
Yeah.
It's looking really good for Snute now.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we can see here as well, Snute went. Did you say he went for the third?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Baneling last here going up, so he will go aggressive now. I mean, Roach weren't going down for Revolver though, and I kind of like that more than Snute's Baneling nest actually.
But at the same time,
He has no
both
gas,
players are delayed so much that this Baneling nest is quite early when it comes to where the players are right now. I mean, Revolver doesn't have speed from the circle yet, and for Snute it's just getting online right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like watching a game 1 minute 30 into the game.
Yeah, exactly.
But now we're at 7 minutes.
And here comes the Roach Warren for Snute as well, and I mean, Revolver put down 2 gas quickly to be able to produce some roaches, but still he won't have a very large amount of roaches actually to. I mean, I don't really know if he'll be able to defend this. He has 7 now. Oh, and he's so close to. He's actually almost getting that surround.
Yeah, but he's actually getting the surround now. And he has to transfuse.
Yeah, this was really big actually to get those 2 queens.
Yeah, and I didn't see any of the queens transfusing.
No,
so he managed to. One of the queens just got a transfuse online when basically it died. So maybe he tried to, but never got the transfuse off. Yeah. But good pickup by Snute.
What we can see now here is that Revolver has 7 roaches. He's currently not building anymore, but we can see the gas here now for Snute. He has 9 roaches. He's going 12 roaches now. He's going for the Ravagers. So I mean, he's ahead in roach count now as well because he had this buffer that he created with that one single gas that he had earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, right now Revolver has some buffer here as well that he can produce some roaches with, but he will still be behind in roach count and Ravager count compared to Snute, and he's actually going for the upgrades instead. But the push coming out here now for Snute and Revolver won't be able to actually utilize those upgrades until like 1.5 minutes.
No, exactly. Oh man, this is a GG. Yeah.
Really fun match actually. Some really sneaky play from Revolver, really good defend there from Snute, but I guess the experience that Snute has maybe came into practice.
He's probably been in that position before. He knew what to do basically. Yeah, he knew what to do. Alright, so Snute is moving on to the round. No, what is it now? It's the semis now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Alright, so it's Snute against
Soul.
Alright, so Soul actually won against Soul though.
Yeah.
That's a bit sad, I have to say. I was hoping for all Norwegian semifinals. But yeah, alright, so we are gonna continue to follow Snute then.
Yeah.
Because he is the only Scandinavian left in the tournament now.
Yeah,
If I'm not
exactly.
mistaken. Yeah. Alright, so we are taking a quick break now while we wait for Snute's next game. Yeah.
Yeah. See you soon.
See you soon.
Oops. Yes, so we are back here now with the semi-finals of the weekly. Yep.
Yeah, precisely. Alright, so we are into the semifinals right now. It's Soul against Snute, and in the bottom left position, playing as Erg, it is Snute. Right, trying to get a hold of this laptop keyboard is ridiculously hard. I hate it. And in the top right position, playing as Terran, it is Soul. Alright, Hoff, we have a TVC now.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
Very happy.
Very happy, alright. And why is that?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know.
No, but we have a Scandinavian in these semis. That's good.
Yeah, that is good. I'm still a bit upset about Seoul actually. I would have loved to see this map be a CVC, Seoul against Snute, a Norwegian against a Norwegian. That would have been nice.
So you could sing the national anthem.
No, I wouldn't do that because that would have been in the finals. But we never got a finals, did we? Alright, we can see that Seoul is going for a rather standard command center here on Dusk Towers. Pretty common. It's a macro-oriented map.
Yeah.
Snute going for 17 hatch. Nothing wrong with that. No upsets.
With the pool.
With the pool behind
So-
that. Nothing wrong with that either.
No, and you can see Reaper coming out here, probably for just getting some intel.
Precisely. I like that decision.
Doing some factory here. Okay, Hellions, they will
Yeah.
come out.
That is what I tried to get out of you earlier when I said a TVC. I hope that you would say, ooh, blue flame.
Oh,
we might
Blue
see
Flame
Blue
Hellions. Yeah, okay, I called it Blue Flame Hellions and Hellbats.
we might not see Blue Flame, but
Yes,
I do
we
think
will.
that we will see Hellions.
Blue Flame Hellions.
Alright, Blue Flame Hellions. Blue Flame Hellions. See, Snute is running around with his safety links. This week he won't really get anything, or at least he shouldn't be, but... Snute managed to save that drone. That is next level.
Now
that is something I would never be able
this
to do.
Reaper, man.
And this Reaper gets away.
3 HP, so close. The star port is going down.
Oh yeah. So maybe a drop plate?
Tech lab and reactor.
Alright, well then. We won't see Hellions right now at least. We will see some tanks. Probably.
Right.
But
So what are you
This-
doing? You
this
have
is
to
not-
go with the blue flame.
this is not entirely correct. We might see some of these fun cyclone mech compositions that we've seen recently. That I think Nathanias was the one that came up with it. I'm not
Okay.
entirely sure if he actually was that, but that is the first time I saw it over on his stream.
Do you think we will see some swarm hosts?
No. I wish we did, but I'm not really sure that we will. to be
Probably
honest.
not, but
It would be nice if we could see that. But yeah, alright, so we see a third coming down around 330, 340. Pretty calm
standard.
timing.
Yeah.
Good played by Snute there. We see he's adding on 2 Evo chambers.
Do you think it will be some dank drops from Soul maybe? He's going for some tanks and the medivac here? Or just no, I think he flew away there with the medivac.
Yeah,
towards
and what
Snute.
was it inside of it?
Seems
No,
like
just a
only Marines.
bunch of Marines. Still, a scary drop indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. But Snute is building a lot of links here, so and he's actually building a bunker, which is quite interesting. Won't be able to actually get it down, but he starts to build a new one.
Another one, yeah, but I mean, Snute has a lot of servants here. He has 3 queens. And
This
so
will
be able to do.
be impossible for Soul to actually
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah, that wasn't really that scary for Snute. He was well prepared.
So
And-
go for the upgrades here as well with the 2 Evo chambers. So, what do you think? Will he go aggressive or try to put some pressure maybe once his upgrades have finished?
I'm not really sure. We can only see Zerglings still.
Yeah.
But I guess he might want to get something out of his Zerglings. Getting +1 on Zerglings are really good, because as soon as you get that carapace going, you're prone to be able to tank a
They
bit more.
got
A bit more tank shots. Oh yeah, we see 2 tanks actually here from Soul. And that Spore is going right out, taking shots. Which Snute tries to use this? No.
Oh, and it's actually able to get one of the medivacs here.
Yeah, an excellent defense by Snute here. I
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
like that. That was really well done actually. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if he wanted to tank some tank shots with this Spore Crawler, but or if he just
It
wanted
almost
to have
felt
that
like
a
he
bit further
wanted it
outside.
to. I don't know. It almost felt like he had that like target this.
Yeah, exactly. for tanking some tank shots.
Just a
Exactly.
thank you shout out to Robra for singing some national anthem of Norway here in the chat.
Yeah. Props to you, Robla.
Yeah.
You are a true Norwegian, even though you're a Swede. Thank you.
4th base going down here for Snute. 3rd base going down for Soul.
Exactly. And
+1 as
I
well.
wonder how much damage this tank will be able to do.
So here's the infestation pit going down for Snute as well, together with the roach worm. And also upgrades the range attack here, so
Alright, so is this a sign that we will see some roach ravager infest combination? I
Yeah.
think it is. I think
probably
it is.
is quite standard, I guess, against Terra nowadays.
Yeah, and he needs to add that on because
This might actually be quite hard for Snute to defend here. He comes here with his queens, but that hatch is so close to go down actually. But now he has his 6 queens here with transfuses ready. He's able to actually pick off the Liberator at least, and those medivacs are so low.
Yeah, we can see the power of queens. Man, they are tanky and really good at defending hatcheries and bases basically. And there's still some transfuses available on these queens. So yeah, I think that he will be able to defend a bit longer as well.
Yeah, and here comes the Ravagers out, and we'll probably see some infestors then. Yeah. More infestors going down right now. So
exactly, we see even more marines getting added to the mix. So it's a pure marine tank.
one
medivac
Revolver
push.
actually being built at the moment. I don't know if that was a mistake. And that tank is so off position here, and let's see if he actually loses both his tanks there, and yes, he is forced to back out. He doesn't have the combat shield yet, so his marines are actually quite fragile.
Yeah, a bit surprised there that he actually haven't researched that yet. Maybe he's just now finding out what he wants to actually go for. I guess it's a bit of an ad hoc solution. Right now he's trying to poke some holes into Snute's defenses. Doesn't really get there right now. We do see a drop coming here in the main. Will Snoot defend against this? He should
Actually
do
loses 2 infestors. That's
yeah,
not good.
with a lot of energy as well. I mean, they had basically 1.5 fungo each.
Yeah, that was really bad. He has to build 2 more now to be able to get the correct amount that he wants. And we can see some mix here of marine water from Soul, and that is scouted out. Actually, the Ultra Cavern is almost finished here for Snute, so I mean, what do you think here about Soul? Is he in a good position right now, or is he maybe a bit behind Snute?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I have no idea what's going on. But we are starting to move out to the late game. We can see that the hive is up. We can see that the Ultra Cavern is done. Chitinous Painting is researching right now. And I'm starting to see the appeal from Snute in researching melee at the start. Because he is already on +3, almost.
Yeah, and a lot of Ultras is going out now as well for Snute, so...
Yeah, these Ultras are gonna wreak havoc to these Marines. But there are some Marauders getting added to the mix now, and the
really big
Liberators are
drop here is
already up to
actually
the map.
scouted by Snute as well, and I mean he has his infested
Molly Fungo. Oh my god, that is an excellent Fungo to be
yeah,
honest.
that basically destroyed that push.
Yeah, and then this Ultra can just go in and mop up the remains of those Marines that got Fungo. We did see a drop over here at the port. I think it got shut down pretty fast actually.
Yeah. And I mean the problem here, we can see the ghosts starting to come out now for Soul. I was going to say that he doesn't have any ghosts at the moment. So he really needs to get more growth.
Yeah, most definitely. We have some Liberators on the map though, so I mean he can utilize the siege tanks and the Liberators at the start of the defense at least, but I'm not entirely sure if it's enough. We will see now. We see that all these links that run right in there didn't really trade that efficiently. Maybe it was a bit of a scouting effort from Snute as well.
Yeah, exactly. Just using those links to get some info, what's ahead, and I mean, Soul right now is really building season from planetary here. I mean. The ghosts here doing some good size, but here comes the infests, the funnels, I mean, and those really hit most of the army of Soul, and this looks really good for Snute, who's just pushing in here, able to pick off, he will be able to pick off the 4th base here at least, probably.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of ghosts here now. Snute doesn't really have that many ultras left here.
No, only 2 ultras, but I don't know if he really should chase here because he's basically getting stuck in step here. Maybe he should just
the
focus on the
City
middle.
from the Terran is too strong now.
Yeah.
And I think he should back off and try and reinforce before going in anymore. I mean, Snute needs more ultras to get in here again.
Yeah, and I mean he did a lot of damage there to Soul. He basically destroyed 2 CCs, I guess. But I would have really liked if he would have gone for that 4th base instead of just pushing into the 3rd.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that Snute thought he could get more of Soul's ghosts actually,
Yeah, probably.
because they were low on energy and couldn't really defend against ultras, but the SimSig was too strong. So yeah, he should have gone for that 4th instead. Most def.
We can see a great Aspire going down here for Snute, so maybe he would actually transition here into... Oh, he actually gets that before the cancel, so...
Yeah,
400 minerals lost there for Soul. And now he just swarms in here on 3rd base and doing some real damage
we
here.
see a fungal here. Oh, we actually see an infested.
And he has the Terran army really pushed into a corner here, and this looks bad for Soul actually. 3 ultras just wrecking havoc here to the barracks and the...
Yeah, and there's the final ghosts.
and reactors.
Alright, so I think this is looking a bit too grim for Soul now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a GG.
So the first game to Snute.
Yeah, Snute takes game number 1. Some solid plays. Some solid plays.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see the strength of the Ultra right there.
Yeah. The force of the Ultra is strong.
Yeah, exactly. So Star Wars reference right there. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so we are gonna move into game number 2 here. In just a few moments. We are waiting for Offerino to accept the invite.
Do I have to?
Yeah, you really do.
Oh crap.
Yeah, and there it is. We are now ready for game number 2.
It seems like Soul is pumped here for the next game. Go.
Yeah,
Caps lock.
precisely. Precisely. Alright, so the clock is ticking. We are good to go. And we are gonna play on Frost LE. Terran versus Zerg. Will we see a Snute that goes for that early harass? Or will we see a macro-oriented play? What do you think, Hoff?
I think we will see Swarm hosts.
Alright, that is your standard answer nowadays. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so in the top left position we have Soul.
And in the bottom right, representing Team Liquid and the Norwegian flag and everybody who likes oil, it's Snute.
Precisely, everybody that likes oil. Alright, so we have all the Saudi Arabians
Yeah,
cheering for Snute,
exactly.
for example. Yeah. Alright. I bet we have some Americans as well.
Yeah,
They do
probably.
like oil.
It depends if they are competitors or not.
True. Right, so 17 hatch coming up Snute. Yeah. By the way, we saw the statistics from Snute earlier regarding his Zerg versus Terran. 67%. What do you think about that?
Let's show the...
I already did that.
Oh, good. So, yeah, I mean, not very bad statistics in my opinion. So,
No. Not a very bad percentage at all.
no.
But at the same time, that is a percentage that goes through the whole season. And Snute has not been playing against only top grandmasters. So there might be that there's actually a bit less of an advantage for Snute if you just watch the top players.
Yeah.
But yeah, alright. we are now seeing a spawning pool getting added. We see the Snute is almost done with scouting
I
to
mean,
the left of his base.
this is quite interesting because they have the longest distance that is possible between them. on this map.
Precisely, diagonal spawns. And what is this showing us?
It's a Reaper, mindful.
Yeah. I didn't mean to focus on the Reaper when I said that. But yeah, this is a Reaper. Great observation there, Harperino. Thank you.
No
Thank
problem, no worries. Well, we're seeing some early macro play here from both players. Nothing cheesy going on actually. The factory going up here for Soul, and the second CC almost finished. The second hatchery for Snute is already finished. He's starting to drone there as well, so probably no early aggression here except for this Reaper.
Yeah, and will this Reaper do anything? No, it's just gonna be a scouting Reaper.
Yeah, probably. So
In the back of this, Soul is adding a starport. He is getting a water troll. He's getting 2 Hellions actually.
whoa, blue flame!
Maybe. We do see a tech lab getting added for the barracks. I'm wondering if he will switch these two. He's not doing that. He's actually building. We will probably see a Banshee coming out here eventually. I think.
Yeah, you call it. Here's the Banshee.
Yeah, there's the Banshee. Alright, so 2 Hellions are gonna move out now. They will meet a bunch of Zerglings.
With speed.
Rushing across the
Oh, that's very risky. Burn. And notice the fourth here. You can see the burning Zerglings here becoming ashes. So I think that hurts a bit.
Yep. Exactly. Of course it does. Fire is dangerous.
Do you understand how those Naga towers work?
What do you mean?
Yeah. How do they even work? I mean, they get activated, but how can a Zergling activate a Naga tower? I guess you have to push some buttons, like.
Oh, you mean like that? Like lore-wise?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Zerglings are full of purity of form? Or was it purity of essence? Oh my god, we have some lore here now. I am not that strong in StarCraft lore.
2 evolution chambers going down for Snute, together with a Roach War here, and the 3rd hatchery, which is scouted out by Soul. So he sees this, knows, and now he sees also that there are 2 evolution chambers there, I guess.
Yeah.
And here's the Banshee as well. No, he actually saw that it was a Roach War, so not the 2nd evolution chamber actually.
No, and I like this choice from Snute getting a Roach Warren. He will need them to defend against the Hellions. The
Yeah.
Hellions are really strong. Yeah, but Snute has a bunch of queens and they can really defend this.
Yeah, and
By
this,
themselves,
I mean,
actually.
I really like that he took this third base because we will have basically a front line here at the. I mean, there are 2 ways in, but he can always back off and still keep this front line on the ramp here.
Yeah, exactly.
And
That
I
is
mean,
true.
with the creep here, he is able to move quite quickly as well. So I don't think this will be any problem for Snute actually to defend.
We can see though that there's actually 2 Liberators moving into main at the same time as
But the score is
Soul.
very double, so I mean, I think he will actually lose the Liberators to that score. Or maybe it's actually. Oh, he actually loses one
That's a
Liberator.
hero sport roller right there.
Yeah.
And Solo's main push over here is getting basically denied as well. So he didn't really get that much damage out of this push.
No, I agree, and I mean, I think this he might be actually tech switching here, or what do you say, to fire. He's producing a bunch of Marines. He's completing his stim here, together with the +1 upgrades as well. So
Yeah. I'm wondering what the 2 players are actually gonna do now. We can see that +1
combat
attack.
shield also going down here for Soul. So
Yeah, we do see that there's actually a drop play coming here now. A drop play where the Banshee is not gonna join them. Alright.
Follow the medivacs
Yeah, I'm just gonna do
to
that.
future glory.
Question is, how much damage will they be able to do? Alright, some dramatic music is getting added to the mix.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
You have to get the zoom in also when they're close in.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try that with this laptop keyboard.
It's Zen. Here comes the marine drop. And the stim. Hero Marines pushing out. John Rico in the front. They're going in for the... They actually managed to cancel this hatchery. And steering forward, killing Belinda here as well, in the air.
Alright. And here you
Kicks
see
up.
the elevator. A Snute is ready.
John Rico is still fighting air like a madman, but 3 John Ricos going down.
Right, so there's a bunch of John Ricos,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
one. Alright. Legit.
And here comes the swarm. What are those called in the in Starship Troopers? The lings?
The links?
Yeah, I mean they look like lings.
Oh yeah, the ones with
The fangs and
arachnids.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that was the insect name. I don't think that that was race name basically.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure if arachnid is the right answer. I just remember that they called them like big bugs and
Protoss have purity of form, according to Revolver, by the way.
yeah, I saw that they wrote that. And Robla, I don't really have time to go into lore right now, but it's not actually certain that Protoss has purity of form, as we saw in the end of Legacy. But yeah, we should probably take that another time.
Yeah.
Oh, you see this, the Marines are still pushing in towards the base here. They won't really be able to kill anything though.
And one of the medivacs is really low here.
Yeah, but it's without any units, so I mean he could sacrifice that if he wants to. We do see another small force moving in, 4 medivacs with these many Marines. I mean there's basically one Marine, one medivac for every 2 Marines basically. That's pretty good support.
Yeah, absolutely.
And even
Here
2
comes
more
the-
medivacs getting added to the mix.
And
Together
here
with a
comes
tank
some,
and some more Marines.
Yeah, exactly. Some actually the circling like are called warrior bug.
Oh, yeah. I knew that they were called bugs, like big bug, fire bug, and stuff like that. Alright, so
Snute actually has a lot of units here, but some good spread here from Soul to counter those fungals.
yeah, most definitely. And we can see that there's a lot of reinforcements getting in as well here.
Yeah.
This push didn't look that scary, but as the reinforcements starts to get in for soon, so it's getting more and more scary actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watch this.
But now it seems like he actually isn't doing some reinforcement anymore, so this is basically what he has.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, will we see any good fungals? We've seen like 2 or 3 Marines getting
I actually get the medivacs here, and that's quite
Oh
big.
yeah, that is good. That is good.
So I think that Soul is basically down now on 1 medivac here for his troops. No, he had a bunch of them there. Didn't see them now. Still, he lost 2 medivacs.
I mean, I think Snute is a bit too careful in
And here comes the stim, but I mean this army is not enough to
No.
be able to compete with the Snute army here, and it feels like Soul actually didn't pay attention to his army.
No, but at the same time, for Soul, I can understand that why he stayed, because Snute was so careful. It was like Snute didn't understand how much of an army he actually had compared to Soul's, because he could have steamrolled that army earlier. He could have sniped the tanks quite easily.
But it feels like Soul, when he got attacked, he didn't really have focus on his main army. I think he was maybe focusing on his 4th X there, because Snute had an overload up there.
Well, maybe. We did see a couple of medivacs getting caught in fungals. We saw some tanks that wasn't really well supported by Soul's main army.
Yeah, the stim was quite late as well, so...
Yeah. Were some minor mistakes some minor mistakes in that push, but yeah, I can understand why Soul stayed. I mean, seeing how Snute was so careful, Soul I think was a bit comfortable just standing there, seeing if he could snipe some infestors and yeah, basically look what Snute wanted to do with his army.
And we can see here now that Snute goes down with the Ultralisk Cavern.
Yeah, I like that choice. Yeah. Always a good idea to get an Ultra Cavern, seeing how good the Ultras are. But yeah, we don't really see a good answer to Ultras right now either, so it's not like all in all it looks like a real incentive to get Ultras. I mean, just going against tanks and marines, Ultras are really good. Going against a couple of marauders but not that many, Ultras are still good. Having a bunch of fungals queued up in your infestors, Ultras are still good.
Yeah.
All in all,
when you want to give your opponent some smisk, you build the Ultralisk.
Oh yeah, you just came up with that one.
Yeah. So
basically 75% of our viewers did not get that one because of the Swedish word. The smisk.
Basically, that's spanking in English. So,
yeah.
but it doesn't rhyme as well. I mean, if you want to give your opponent some spanking, build the Ultralisk.
Nah, that did not work at all.
No, not the same effect.
Good fungal coming here from Snute, trapping half of Soul's drop. But he actually managed to get both medivacs away and half of the drop. Half of the units are still actually alive.
And 5 more infestors going out here, together with the soon finished Ultralisk armor here. And some more upgrades going down here as well for Snute. And he's actually caught here between some troops. And
these are actually going to go down quite easily. And this is a bit of a mistake from Snute.
Yeah, absolutely.
He does have the money to sacrifice those units. And actually he needs to clear some supply.
Yeah, and actually Corruptor's going out here, so maybe he'll go for the Blue Lords here, because the Great Fire is actually going down here as well. So we'll probably not see Ultralisk.
Yeah, maybe he just wanted to add that in so he can switch back and forth. Yeah, but I like that choice as well. I mean, you need to have every opportunity available in your arsenal, I guess, playing a Zerg. So I like that. I like the choice. I really do. Alright, we can see that Snute is just getting his Corruptors here now. Will they start morphing the Broodlords? The question is...
so close to be hit. Some last second micro there from Soul.
Yeah, and there we can see the Broodlords are morphing in. Snute just needs to get these to morph in, and I don't think that Soul will actually push into those. So he'll get 5 Broodlords now.
And that will do a lot here. He has some Vikings against him though, and really, I don't know, do we have any Corruptors to actually defend the Broodlords against Vikings? He has the Queens though, but...
Yeah, with the Queens comes some transfuses.
And here comes the Broodlords. And he actually uses the transfuses, yeah, so...
Yeah, but at the same time he has nothing that actually challenges.
But here comes the Infestors, and he actually fought every single Viking.
And here comes the steamroll basically. A lot of fungals going down. He actually stacked his fungals, which isn't really worth it, but I mean, he could afford it.
Yeah.
He did lose all his infestors though, basically.
Yeah.
And those were infestors with a lot of energy on them as well. So a bit of a sacrifice, but all in all, Snute did way better than Soul did.
Yeah.
You can see Snute starting to push and Soul leaves the game. That's a 2-0.
Yeah, exactly. So Snute is actually ready for the finals. So we will at least have a Scandinavia in the final.
Yes, Snute continues to impress, and he's still managing to allow us to have a Scandinavian go far in the tournament, which Viking TV appreciates a lot.
Yeah, so thank you, Snute. Shout out to you.
Exactly. Alright, so a quick break while we wait for the finals to get up and going.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you so much, Sergulak, for the donation. You are our hero.
Oh yeah, thanks a lot, really. We don't really get a lot of donations. Not that we are actually asking for them that much,
No.
but thanks a lot. Really
Always
appreciate it.
very appreciated.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much.
All right, so
we'll be back shortly.
yeah.
If it's silent in dismay, it won't break this feeling down. If I conquer this my way, I'd devour, I'd surround. If it hurts you just a little, then it heals you when it's done. Disappointment is the anchor, resolution is the sun. If it's silent in dismay, it won't break this feeling down. If I conquer this my way, I'd devour, I'd surround. If it hurts you just a little, then it heals you when it's done. Disappointment is the anchor, resolution is the sun.
So, What do you think? Snute into the finals?
I think he'll go all the way.
I mean, maybe he's facing Nerchio now again. He did that in the IEM.
Yeah.
The last match was down 2-0 and turned it around, won 3-2.
Yeah, precisely. I'm getting really. I'm moving away from talking to you because of the chat. The Rolla is writing a whole lot of weird stuff.
Yeah, I can see that as well because Scarecrow is calling me the Viking princess. Robert thinks it's very arousing, and Max said Xena the warrior princess. So I don't know. It's good that I don't have a high toned voice at least, because that would maybe send the wrong message. Or maybe Viking princesses have this kind of voice.
I think they do. I mean, except Lagertha, because she is hot as fuck.
Yeah.
You should probably beat that last part. Or not. Alright, so yeah, you were talking about Snute, and yeah, I think he'll do fine in the finals.
It
Right,
feels like
I hope so.
I mean, it feels like he has played a bit more maybe relaxed
Yeah.
lately. I mean, you and Robert Costa, when he went to Swarm Hosts, for example,
Precisely.
he went for some cheeses now, also in the previous matches. So
Yeah, you do see that he is more comfortable with playing nowadays. Seeing how he has tried so many different strategies, so many risky strategies, but at the same time, these are all offline events. We still don't know exactly how Snute will perform when we go for some live tournaments like the IEM Shanghai that starts in basically a month, I think.
yeah,
That is a real decider, I think, to see how good Snute actually is.
yeah, I agree. And I mean, I don't know really who has qualified for the Shanghai in like NA and the other regions. Do you know?
I'm not entirely up to date when it comes to NA, for example.
It seems like Neeb is one of the qualifiers.
Yeah, Ni,
And,
Piri, not sure who else.
Major, I guess. From
Yeah, Major. He's back in the game now
yeah.
after his short move into a
So-
freeze out, basically.
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, there will also be some invitations, right? Or is it all qualifiers?
All qualifies. I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about now.
Here, these were the guys. We have the WCS standing invites as well, but they are not decided yet.
No, I think they are basically decided a few weeks before the event. Wait, by the way, when you have the Wikipedia page up, could you look what time or what date the tournament actually is? It's in July, right?
Yeah, 28th
Of
to-
July.
Yeah, to 31.
So basically a month and one or two weeks until I am Shanghai.
Yeah.
All right.
And I mean, we could see that from the server qualifiers, Hydra did also qualify, and Nerchio as well. So even though Nerchio was eliminated by Snute, he still managed to bounce back and actually qualify for the tournament. So, and also Puck from Root Gaming.
Oh, Puck. He's a really good player.
I guess most of the players that qualify are quite good players. Most of the players that qualify are quite good, I think.
Yeah, they should be good, I guess, seeing how they are qualified. That is true. That is true.
Shout out to Max Lindgren when they go into plat. Speaking of abilities in StarCraft 2.
By the way, we are getting some comments on our looks right now. Basically, Scarecrow thinks that I look like a skateboarder without a skateboard.
Yeah.
I've never even thought about that, but maybe I do. Maybe I do. I don't have a skateboard anymore though. I sold my... What were they called? In Swedish we call them truckar, but I'm not sure what they're called in English. The ones... no, I don't think that's the right word. The ones that are holding the wheels.
Oh yeah.
The metallic parts.
Yeah.
They hold the wheels to the board. So I have a board. I do have a skateboard and wheels, but I don't have the metallic part in between.
Why did you even sell them, but keep the skateboard?
Because they were worth a whole lot of money.
But the skateboard not.
That was my own. I mean, I had painted it and stuff. And the wheels
you make
were...
it out of plywood?
No, I mean, it was a really good board. It was a really good board. And I spent a whole lot of time doing some cool stuff with it. It was actually pink and black. So basically, sort of like the Viking TV colors.
So
some of the Viking TV colors.
Now we know where that comes from.
Maybe.
Mindful's old skateboard.
You heard it here first.
Yep.
I'm trying to come up with another news post for the newsreel.
Snute advances to the finals.
I've written that.
Snute beats Souls.
It's rainy in Gothenburg. No.
What the fuck does that have to do with this?
I know. It was a bad idea. Sorry.
Hofferino is freezing to death.
Oh yeah, you do. By the way, Scarecrow asked us if we talked about meta or the Allegolax statistics. Well, we were basically just watching that Wikipedia page talking about the qualifiers. We haven't really gone into the statistics right now. I know that I read some stuff over at Reddit regarding the statistics and how well the balance is right now. But I think we should probably get into that a bit more before talking about it, because if we just sit here and don't really give the right information, I don't really think that a lot of people will appreciate that. As a side note though, I do think that we should pay more attention to the balance report. I really do think that, and it's something that is really interesting to talk about. So thanks a lot for that, Scarecrow. A really good input. Solid advice.
I mean, we could mention the latest.
The latest
balance report, maybe, between the different races.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you want me to say. That is probably interesting. I know that the balance is quite even, and it's been for quite some time. So David Kim is doing a good job, I think.
Yeah, I guess so.
At the same time, there's still a bunch of meta differences with all these balance patches that have come out, or well, all of these balance patches. There haven't really been that many, but it feels like the meta has been able to adapt quite well to the changes of the game and made the meta still look quite even, which is good.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing I'm waiting for is basically. But why do you look at me like that?
I'm not sure what you're going to say. It sounds like you're gonna say something about, I'm just waiting for Stalkers to get +10 to their damage.
No, I want Colossus to get more damage. A small
I'm not
boost.
sure about the damage. I want them to
Get nerfed.
no, I want them to have some kind of a better escape mechanic or some way where you can like micro them and keep them keep them alive without them getting to that ridiculous point where you get back to Wings of Liberty, where you had them in this death ball basically that just moved up and down hills and killed everything.
They should. I mean,
Because we don't want to get back to that.
they should have some mechanics in the legs so they can jump.
Yeah, and they should have 5,000 rocket launchers on top of their head.
Why do you have to do like that?
No, but I don't know. I don't think that Colossi should be able to jump.
But you said escape mechanics. I mean,
Yeah,
imagine a
alright,
Colossus being
if-
caught by a
if-
Viper
if
like
you
this,
If
and
you
then
want,
you just press the E button, so the legs like.
isn't it better if we talk about escape mechanics and we're talking about Protoss? Shouldn't we have something that works with Protoss? I don't really think that they are using rockets to jump.
You brought up the rocket. I
No,
just
but
meant some pneumatic.
No, but
legs.
instead of jumping, they should have like a warp, maybe, or float mechanic. Basically, they lift up their legs and float away a bit.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Or maybe you could have something if you upgrade your mothership core into the mothership, so you can actually like recall a single unit. So when Colossus is pulled by a Viper, you can actually recall that unit.
Yeah, so we see so many Vipers right now pulling Colossi, and that's a real issue. So they should have an anti-Viper ability.
Yeah, exactly.
That gets a pull. They get pulled, but then they pull the Viper back.
Yeah.
So basically, the Viper gets killed. Alright. So this new break that we've just adapted to the stream, we should call it
Nerchio, by the way, for.
balance patch with Viking TV.
Yeah, wait, I'm just gonna send this email to David Kim, so
Oh, yeah,
yeah, about the Colossus.
sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I don't know, are they still waiting maybe?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Snute to.
So basically, we should have some float ability, some pullback ability, and then you should also be able to turn the lasers of the Colossus up in the air, so you can target Vikings.
Yeah.
Because then you have basically countered everything that counters a Colossus.
It would be really cool to see Colossi that could shoot up. To be honest, I mean, I'm not sure if it could work. Just think of a Colossi
It would
that
be
could
too
defend against
brood lords.
Mutas. Pros already have a bunch of shit to kill Mutas.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be cool if there's a Muta ball coming, and then the Colossi just points his little laser thingies up into the air and does that, and all the Mutas melt. Oh, that would be ridiculously fun to see.
So you basically have like this battle cruiser ability where you can just kill stuff in one shot.
By the way, the lobby is up now.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are actually gonna move into the game now. This will actually be a best of 3. I paid some attention to the chat in game, and Nerchio is going to play another tournament. So we are moving on to a best of 3 instead of a best of 5 finals.
Okay.
I have to say that that's pretty friendly from both players to accept that, and from ESL to accept that we should go for a best of 3. So yeah, a best of 3
Yeah.
right now between Snute and Nerchio. And this is a bit of a fan favorite, I have to say. This
Yeah.
will be a good best of 3, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright,
Let's
so
hope
we are
so.
moving on to Frost LE for our first game here.
Do you change
Yeah.
screen? Good.
Yeah. And it is Nerchio versus Snute. Alright, so you can do the presentation.
In the bottom right corner, we have Nerchio.
Yeah, and in the top left corner, playing as Zerg as well, it is Snute. Right, so we could see the statistics there. In CVC is basically Snoot's not least favorite, but the middle one. So yeah, it's not his best matchup, and it's not his worst. So yeah, but still 70%. I don't think that applies to playing against Nerchio though. But we'll see here now if we'll see some weird cheesy stuff. No, both players are going for a 17 hatch to start things off.
Follow up with a drone.
Alright, so that 16th drone or 17th
I
drone.
wonder here if Nerchio, yeah, he's going for the pool here.
Yeah.
Snute actually went for the gas ahead of the pool, but not that far behind with the pool.
Yeah,
Anyways,
you always say that the small things matters, but
I don't think this matters.
no, I don't think that was one of them. Not on this level. Maybe in the top Korean games. No, not there either.
No, I don't
Not,
think
let's
so.
not get ridiculous. Alright, so it's a CBC as said before.
But Snute is about 40 ahead in gas.
Yeah, I'm just thinking now, are these players going for Zerglings or are they gonna go for roaches?
That's
will
the
we
question.
see a timing push or will we see a lair?
Fast speed here for Snute, so let's
Yeah.
see if Nerchio actually follows up with the speed himself. He should do, I guess.
Yeah, he definitely should, but we don't know yet. There it is. It's confirmed. We have speed. We have speed.
Well, Max said that I was a ginger, basically, so I don't know.
If you're a ginger, that does not really explain why I'm wider than you and I'm not a ginger.
True that. We can see a full Bane nest here for Snute, so I guess we can see some early aggression here from his part. And also that early gas will be allow him to create a bunch of banelings. So baneling nest here for Nerchio, but it's going up anyway, and also the third base. So a bit different approach here now.
Yeah, we have a lot of links from Snute though. So
Yeah,
Snute is setting up for something.
Yeah, it seems like some really aggressive push here, and I mean he will face banelings probably. But the question is, will it be enough for Nerchio, because this is many links. And here comes the banelings.
Yeah, Bane is walking first.
But he has actually trapped off here.
Yeah, I like this position from Nerchio, but
The links
he's
are-
straight through.
Yeah, and now he is actually moving up here to the main, and I mean there are no queens up here, so he will
No.
be able to do some damage here. But here comes the baneling.
Yeah, exactly. But man, that was a good choice by Snute actually. Just sacrificing some banelings and just get right into it.
Yeah, but the problem now is that the roach warren is actually up. So if Nerchio is able to get some roaches out here, but I don't know. It feels like Snute could be. Yeah, he's going back to macro now. While Nerchio actually pushes out here with his links instead.
Yeah, that is true. We see that Scarecrow mentioned in chat that Snute has won the last 2 times that these 2 players have played each other, and that is true. We actually casted both of those events.
IM and the multi finals, right?
Exactly, and yeah, I mean, when we saw that, I really did think that this proves how good Snute is right now.
Yeah.
What kind of great position he's in. But I mean, Nerchio is not a bad player, and I do think there's still some things that he is working on to get his play a bit more perfect, and maybe it's today. Maybe today we'll see Nerchio coming back and rectifying his mistakes from earlier matchups against Snute.
And he's actually able to get through here with his links as well.
Yeah.
But and here are a lot of failings actually. So
Yeah, but they just ran in. Oh, but these workers gonna die. Oh my god, those connects. Basically, the whole middle line died there.
yeah, and that was not good for Snute.
No, not at all. Let me see if the roaches are coming out here for Snoop now, but I mean that was a really good bailing connect from Nerchio.
Yeah.
That sets him back. That sets him back basically half the amount of bailings.
Yeah.
Or half the amount of drones.
He lost 24 drones
Yeah,
there.
that hurts. That hurts. And Snoot is just moving straight out now. He knows that he won't be able to get back into this game by just droning.
No.
He needs to do something. And at the same time, he has a bunch of roaches now, and these are quite good at tanking bailings, and in a great amount, they will win against against Zerglings as well. So,
But at the same time, Nerchio already has his amount of roaches here as well. So he also got 4 Ravagers, so he wins a fight. Head to head.
yeah, that is true. You can see that Snute is actually moving back. So maybe he just wanted to scare Nerchio into staying at home in his base so Snute can get back into the game. And we can see the Snute aggressively drone there for a bit, and it's actually ahead in drones right now, while Nerchio decided to get a bigger army to be able to defend, I guess. But since Snute never actually got out and attacked, Nerchio is just going to utilize this army now, and Nerchio is in a great spot. Basically, he's ahead 30 supply.
And I mean, Snute won't be able to actually create units either. It seems like he's trying to block off his main here, I guess, to buy himself some more time.
Yeah.
Will he be able to do that?
He's getting trapped in here, and great surround by Nerchio, and I think this is
try to
game.
destroy that. Yeah, this is game probably, so I think
Yeah, there's a GG.
So 1-0 up. You're having an awesome party for what, Viking TV? I heard seagulls and girls talking. Yeah, we are inviting some of the folks down here at the street just to come join our stream. So
Yeah, well, actually, it's the hipster bar on the other side of.
why do you say that? We could be popular.
Alright. Doesn't that makes us a bit sad if we say we could have been popular?
So yeah.
Yeah, I guess the hipster bar. What I meant by saying that is that's the seagull.
Yeah.
The hipsters always sounds as seagulls.
Yeah, and the girls are just sitting here behind the camera, so you can't see them, but they are behind the camera, we promise.
Yeah, they're waving right now.
Yeah. So we are they told us to wave to you guys.
Yeah, we wave, but we don't have the webcam on right now, so you can't see that.
Yeah. Oh, now they're sitting behind Mindful, 4 girls.
Oh yeah, a bunch of girls. Alright, so we are moving on to Arena now, and we are beginning with the presentations on Snute, that is situated in the lower left corner.
And in the upper left corner we have Nerchio, up 1 game in this best of 3 matchup.
Precisely.
What speaks against Snute is he has won against Nerchio in a best of 5, right?
Yeah, and that
Both
was
times.
and one of those times he was down 2 games, right?
Yeah, yes, so if he can't afford to lose 2 games in this matchup though.
No, and maybe that was his plan, but now that they changed their best of 3, it puts Snute in an awful position, because this doesn't work with his strategy.
No.
And now he's free-basing basically.
Yeah,
He has
so-
no idea what he's doing.
No, exactly. So basically Nerchio is ahead now.
Yeah, precisely. Awesome analysis right there.
Yeah.
And that is why we are watching Viking TV. We have
The
great
best.
analysis.
Yeah.
the best
Analysis.
analysis. We can now hear
A baby.
baby that
Yeah.
is crying.
Yeah, one of the girls here left her baby out on the street, so
Could you maybe lock the door? I'm not entirely sure if that is actually great to have on screen. We actually have the balcony open for a
shut up!
bit. Right, and Hofrina decided to scream.
To the baby.
Yeah, tell them to shut up. And yeah, alright. Okay, so we can see that Snute is actually moving out now. He is gonna bolt on this expansion actually. Not that he will be able to do any real damage to it. We do see that there's a bit more service coming out. This is basically a real push by Snute. He wants to end this game quickly. And yeah, I got a bit distracted actually by that outside sound. But yeah, I mean Snute is interested in
He managed to get all the Zerglings there with that
and
one
that is
baby.
big. This early into the game, that is big.
Yeah, and this looks grim for Nerchio because I mean he's struggling right now with the banings here, and his own baning nest is not really finished here. So
No, we see all of these Zerglings that are so low on health. If I was Snute, I would morph some of them to banelings eventually.
yeah, and
And that is what he's doing now. I mean, there's
exactly.
still a bunch of banelings here.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
really
really
connect again from Snute. And
Those
Snute is in a
banelings.
great position. Will Nerchio be able to defend this? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, there's one baneling. Is it gonna die? We do not know.
But I would say that Nerchio is doing some good work here as well, but now there are a lot of things coming in here for Snute, so I mean if you can get this queen would be really big, because it's taking quite a lot of damage here on Snute as well.
Yeah, but
It
there
is.
it goes down, and I mean, and now it's looking really grim for Nerchio because both players are the same amount of workers, but Snute is doing a whole lot of damage to Nerchio. I mean, he's brought down one queen, he's killed a bunch of Zerglings, and I think he should be rather happy with the push. He
Yeah,
didn't
absolutely.
actually get that hatchery down, and I think he's a bit sad about that because he really could have needed that.
Yeah,
We see now that there's actually Baneling almost getting ready to pop, but no, it gets picked up just before it arrives. Big play there by Nerchio.
here comes a lot of links actually from Nerchio, so I don't know if Nerchio is trying to make some damage here now towards Snute instead.
Yeah, we see that Snute is actually adding some drones now as well, so I mean, yeah, Nerchio is in a great position if he just decides to macro for a little bit, just keep a steady check on what Snute is doing. Nerchio can continue to be ahead in economy.
Yeah,
But I mean that hatchery is really low, and if Snute can do anything to that hatchery, that would be awesome.
yeah.
But I
absolutely.
don't think that he actually has enough to do that. I mean, this one Baneling is basically denying that whole attack path. Just because of how narrow the gate is,
Yeah,
moving
exactly.
from one player to another here.
The strength of Urina.
Yeah, the best map in the world. Probably best map in the world.
But if Viking TV would make a Urina map, it would probably be the best map in the world.
It would be the best map. Yeah, otherwise we would just be competing with this map.
Ah, yeah.
Because this is probably the best map in the world.
And
Alright.
mindful logics.
Mindful logics.
Awesome daddy quality at Hofrida.
I'm not entirely sure what Max is talking about.
I think it was when I shouted to the baby outside.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, we can see that Hofrino is an evil bastard.
Thank you, mindful.
No worries, no worries. Keeping it real, keeping it real. We can see that Nerchio is starting to saturate his expansion. He is still on quite a low health pool here with his natural.
And here comes the
Scary.
links, right? No, the links.
Still no speed for Snute.
And no speed for Nerchio.
No. So We see this is like the second time in this tournament we see slow links. And that is a great bailing connect. I like how Snute did not attack move with those bailings. He utilized one bailing
Yeah.
because he could have sacrificed two actually if he
Here are the
had a bigger
roaches,
position.
so.
Yeah, and now that basically nullifies the bailings.
And I mean, the problem here for Snute right now is that his roach count is quite significantly lower than Nerchio's.
Precisely.
So he really has to. I mean, we can see that now that he's queuing up a lot of roaches, 9 to be exact.
Yeah. I'm now wondering if what he actually wants to do here, because I have this feeling a bunch of times when I'm watching Snute. I'm not entirely sure if I'm correct about this, but it feels like he has a hard time deciding if he wants to drone or if he wants to attack. And I don't get that same feeling when it comes to his opponents, like Nerchio, for example. It feels like Nerchio is a bit more. He decides what to do and he does that. He's not as worried about making the right decision.
Yeah.
But I'm not entirely sure. This might actually be something that Snute utilizes to his advantage, because he's a bit less prone to making the wrong decision, because it basically takes a bit longer in coming up with what he wants to do.
Yeah.
But you see, Snute has a decent amount of army here. We do see though that Nerchio is a bit ahead there, and he has managed to get a hold of this Lager Tower, so Nerchio is in a better position when it comes to information gathering right now.
Yeah.
Who knows what Snute is up to before Snute knows what Nerchio is up to.
Makes sense.
It does make sense. You see one lone ranger here going out. One queen, he gets picked up.
I don't know really why he sacrificed that queen, but I guess he had a reason for it.
It was an expensive scouting, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And I mean, a lot of going on here, both are taking the third bases. We can see some upgrades here going down. Nerchio a bit ahead in the roach speed.
Yeah.
But Snute not far behind. Both continuously reinforcing their road traveling armies. And Snute also building some queens here upon that. So I don't know, it feels like, I mean, Snute should want to have the fight here at his base where he can utilize the queens.
This is something that Stones talked about when it comes to Proctors, or not Proctors, to Ravages. These corrosive vials are not that efficient in pro games, because what we saw there was basically a bunch of corrosive vials going right over the entire screen. But both players actually just dodged them and continued to shoot on each other. I mean, basically the only time that you get a good hit with corrosive vials is like there, when you get the units clumped up and the other player doesn't really pay attention to it.
Yeah,
We see now that Snute is really starting to lose this game, and yeah, there's a GG. I mean, because those corrosive vials connected to those drones melted instantly.
Yeah, lost too many basically, and congratulations to Nerchio then, since this was the best of 3.
Yeah, so I mean, all respect to Snute for accepting Nerchio's question there about playing a best of 3, because that basically meant that Snute has no possibility of coming back. So yeah, there's the GG.
Yeah, and basically that was this Sunday's tournament.
Yeah, that is it for today. I am just gonna thank the players for letting us custom.
Yeah.
Alright, so Snute managed to get to the final. All props to that, but Nerchio equalizes the internal score 2-1 now between Snute and Nerchio.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah,
And
This-
if we look here at the Scandinavian's path, for example, we have Snute go all the way to the finals, being the runner-up. Lillekanin actually got beaten by Solo, who is Norwegian.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Solo then lost to Seoul, which Snute then won, who Snute then won against. So Seoul also eliminated Namshar in the round of 16.
Precisely.
So some good efforts there from the Scandinavian people, and Multi got eliminated in the round of 32 against Mana, so he was up against a really good player as well. So.
Yeah, I mean, he's not that lucky with the seeding, I have to say.
Yeah.
At the same time, I am surprised that Mana got eliminated so quickly, but he did play against Nerchio. Yeah, I mean, 2 players there that are really well known and really good players. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, no real surprise there, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Should we do a small announcement?
yeah, I think we should do a small announcement before we close the stream for today. First and foremost, I think we should just go and thank all our viewers.
Yeah, absolutely, and thank you for the donation
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. Thanks a lot. It means a ton for us to get appreciation like that. And at the same time, I have to thank Scarecrow for giving us a bit of a feedback there regarding how we should basically do our pauses, our breaks between the games.
Yeah.
Always great to get feedback. I mean, we are still new to this. We are still trying out different stuff, and we haven't really found exactly what works for us and what we think works for you. So it's really good if you give us feedback. We know what you think at least.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So should we move over to the announcement?
Yeah, absolutely. So we at Viking TV, we are hosting a tournament called Battle of Scandinavia.
Precisely.
Yeah, and we have invited 8 of the best players in Scandinavia. So we have, who do we have? We have Solo, we have Snute, we have Scythe from Norway, and we have Bunny, Lillekanin, we have Space Marine from Denmark, and then we have Namchar and Sort of from Sweden.
Precisely. So 8 of the best Scandinavians have done a tremendous job so far at representing Scandinavia, and we want to lift them up a bit more by trying to get some more attention to them and bring the spotlight to these players.
Yeah.
by actually creating a tournament just for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
We are working together with Matcherina, which I guess some of you already know about, and they've managed to help us a bit with promoting the tournament already, even though we haven't really gone out with this officially yet. This is the first time we're actually mentioning this to anyone outside of Viking TV,
yeah,
basically. So yeah, you are the first to know, and you will probably see more of this on Reddit and Twitter, etc.
tweets in Liquid as well.
Yeah, moving into next week. But for now, we are just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna throw in the link to the tournament in the chat right now. And yeah,
Remember, it's 3-minute delay as well.
yeah, precisely. So I'm gonna hold that link for a little bit longer. And yeah, why we are mentioning this is, as some of you know, Matcherino is a crowdfunding website for tournaments. So basically, we are asking you guys if you want to help us bring this tournament to fruition, to actually make the prize pool as big as we possibly can. And we know that there isn't as much of a funding possibility when it comes to Scandinavian tournaments in StarCraft 2, but we're gonna try and get as far as we can, and we need your help to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I am now gonna link it. So I guess it might get lost in chat if the delay is too long. But the chat isn't really that busy right now, so I do think that you will see it.
Yeah.
Once you hear this, and yeah, just go in there and donate if you want to.
We also have the coupons.
Yeah, we should probably mention that. I mean, if you want to donate anything, that would mean a lot to us. But as long as you log in there, you can actually use the coupon code called Viking TV, and that means that you can basically donate $1 to the tournament free of charge. It's basically a coupon that we give you so you can donate and get your name in the donation list. So yeah, if you don't feel like you want to chip in with any of your own money, you can still support us by using that coupon code that we actually managed to get from Maturino. We have 50 of these.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to, we would really appreciate that. Yeah, I don't think there's any more we can say right now.
No, I think that basically covers it.
Yeah. So yeah, keep a lookout on Reddit, on Team Liquid, etc. when we go out with this officially. Then we'll try and explain it a bit better then. But yeah, this was just a bit of a heads up right now.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
Thank
that's it for
everyone
today.
for tuning in. So
Yeah, thanks a lot.
we'll be back. I think it's Thursday with a Go4SC2 tournament.
Yeah, I think so too.
4 points.
Yeah, and until then we'll probably do some casual streams as well when we just try and play some normal ladder and some Overwatch, etc. You're free to tune in then as well, but if you just want to watch some high quality, try to get some high quality broadcasting and casting of StarCraft 2, just tune in on Thursday.
Perfect.
Perfect.
See ya.
Thank you.